What am I doing? Where am I going? Why am I going there? It's like you can't hide how you feel. If I'm on camera, I have to be a character. I don't want to be myself on camera. Sit around all day deciding what it would be, what it would look like. But unless you actually just start fucking doing it, I guess you'll never know. I don't even know where my camera is, so it's really unideal. I got it's a Sony A6. It was my dad's. I have an A5, but it's like it's useless. So, we're in business. And it would be 1 a.m. It would be 1 a.m. if I wanted to start this when the Oscars actually air. So, not hanging around for that. This is an old tripod of my mum's that my grandfather, her father, got for her. Grandfather was one of the founding members of the Guild of British Film Editors. Did some of the sound edit for Oliver. Things like that. He has an award named after him, which broke my heart when I read it. I was going to get rid of my I was going to get rid of my A5, but then I thought I could use it as a battery charger, 50%. I'm sure it's got enough stuff on it, or enough room on it, should I say. It's like, yeah, do I want to go the whole hard get the sound going, all that jazz? Could do, yeah. I think if I can do. Cables, man. This is just a shitty little Tascam, and I mean shitty. I recorded an entire feature film on that. It's been good, but like the sound quality ain't the best. Sound quality ain't the best. recorded the picture on this A6 as well. Trying to gauge whether any of this is shot and interesting, but maybe letting go of all that and just accepting what the picture will be based on this improv madness that is. But I will. What's that? Sounds decent. I guess this is instead of the Oscars. Take one. I've no idea what this is going to be, like I said. I've left the camera running on my phone. That won't be great. I don't want to fill this shit up with useless, pointless. Ooh, what an arty shot. This is some paper and some pencils. This is a little. I haven't put this away. I was cutting into some metal for a prop for something, and wearing a Stora jumper. They are a parkour team I like. I don't do parkour, but I'm interested in it. What the hell is this? Like, what? I haven't had a wash today. I woke up. Already I'm thinking, will this be interesting? Will this have a point to it? My dad bought me this. It's a, is this on autofocus or can I? This could possibly just be the dullest thing that anyone's ever seen. But you don't really know until you get to the end, do you? Yeah, my dad bought me this. It's a cinematic viewfinder with a decent zoom on it, I've got to say. It has loads of different aspect ratios. I can get a decent square. Can I get a shot through this? Grandpa left for America during the war. Second World, being that old, well, it's not many years now. And over there, he was with a family, known as the Wheelers. They introduced him to projection on film. They had a projector, they had a bed sheet, and they put something up, and he was completely taken aback, completely in awe. so enthralled by like the magic, you know? And I think a lot of us filmmakers can relate to that. I think a lot of us filmmakers have a story like that, something similar. That's the reason for why we do what we do. I don't really know the reason why I was doing this, why I started doing this, or why I felt I suddenly had to do this. But it consumes you. I've been doing a feature film for the past 5 years. It's something I wrote, directed and acted in. And it was really one of those things I felt I had to do. And it's consumed my entire life. This would be where I cut away to some B-roll, relevant B-roll that I'm going to find somehow. Or I'm just going to give up and not finish. It's an odd thing to do. This starting out not knowing where the end's going to be, not knowing if the camera's zoomed in or out, not knowing if people will find this relevant, interesting, or get anything out of it at all. I find it hard watching myself when I'm myself, because I'm like, it's not me anymore. It's an old version. I find it very weird. I wonder if this will be one of those ones where it's just intercut with loads of setting up and behind the scenes sort of things, like it's some kind of found footage piece. Oh, imagine if it turned out to be a found footage piece. Someone breaks in and murders me or some shit. What if that was the story? My dad's visual effects DOP and cameraman, has been for 40 or so years in the film industry, and yeah, I've grown up with him showing me films, and like not just that, but like pausing them and telling me how they're made and shit. And I used to act. I was in a lot of West End musicals. I never really. Filmmaking was always there in the background as this thing that I like had a great appreciation for and loved seeing. I loved seeing behind the camera, and whenever I was lucky enough to be on set with Dad, it was just a joy, just a joy. And then I found a story that I couldn't not produce, couldn't not make, and that's I guess that's what it is for a lot of directors and filmmakers and anything like that. Come across something that you have to communicate, and it's sort of this mad dream come true, making it with my dad. And I wish Grandpa was still around to be able to see the end of it. If I can do a dramatic opening, we can as well. Should I do that? fucking wow. This is where I'm at most of the time when I don't know what to do. This is what I do. I sit down here and I improvise. It feels like so much has happened. There's been a pandemic during the stopped principal photography dead in its tracks. Excuse the pun. And yeah, like fuck. It's just made everything so much slower and harder to manage, harder to see the end of it. And because of all this time, it's become this like completely different beast. It's become something a lot more truthful, a lot more mature in the edit, that's for sure. It's become this very different thing. And if Corona hadn't come along and I released something, I would have been happy with it, but it wouldn't have been nearly the thing that it is now. And this is what it's supposed to be. But it still isn't finished. And I know I'm procrastinating on it because at this point I am terrified. I'm fucking terrified that it won't be as good as I want it to be. It won't be meaningful to anyone who watches it. It won't be good. Not that matters. Like, if it's bad, my dad says films should be allowed to fail. And I think he's completely right on that. I know it's some kind of escape. I know it's procrastination. I know that's what it is. But at least it's artistic procrastination. Whoa. Could hear that coming through there. I wonder if I can make a feedback loop. That was easy. What can I fucking say? A lot of my stuff that I make is like sort of focused on mental illness and communicating that kind of shtick. That would be my my style, I guess. Oh, fuck. Mind shot here. Mind shot. Mind shot. Cheers. Everything's very contemplative, everything's very melancholic. Everything's very... It's a difficult thing. Like, displaying your heart and soul in a piece, like... And I'm not whenever I turn to document stuff through art, life through art, it's always leaning in the melancholy. But day to day, when I'm around people, it's not the case. It's just me on my own that makes the dark stories. But I'm drawing from experience. I'm drawing from experience to change the world. That's what I want to do. I want to make an impact. I want to help people. I want to create nice pieces of art for people to watch, look at, listen to, read, experience, you know? What? Like, what? Like, what? What is any of this? What is life? What is any of the things that we do? What is it? Do we care? Do we need to? Can we experience something else? I've had this little guy on my desk. He's got a clapperboard and he's got a camera and he's sat next to that Kadama. So yeah, he's had this for a long time now. I think I thought of getting this guy out and giving him the tools of the trade when I started writing the picture. So he's been here for like 5 fucking years. And I will get to close that clapper when the film is done. He can go back to being on a normal shelf with the rest of them. And I want to see him close that clapperboard. I want to see him close that so bad, but time moves on, things happen, things get delayed, a fucking pandemic comes along, things get delayed more. I want to say I know no one's expecting me to have just finished this regardless of the pandemic. But it's what I want to, what I need. What I need. What I need. I wonder if this is better than the Oscars. Like, I wonder if a man shitting could actually be considered better than the Oscars. Does anyone else find that shitting is such a big part of their life? But this is where I am a lot of the time, and it's like just a part of things, part of my life, part of my existence. But it is where I do a lot of thinking, because I'm here for so long. Ideas and such. Because I poo so much, like so often and for so long, I could definitely do a 40-minute feature length, 45-minute feature length of just me pooing. I could totally do that, and that's just art house enough for people to watch it. Go, oh yes. Did you see it? The 30-minute mark. Did you see the grief on him? Yes, it was very real. But for now, But for now, I poo. Just gotta get enough content and then like make some sort of thing. That's all I've got to do. That's all I've got to do. Just make some sort of thing out of all the footage I get. Who cares if it makes sense? Who cares if most of it is me sat on a fucking toilet? I'm just used to constructing things in my mind before getting them out into the world. I improvise in my music, do music performances at like open mics and shit. And I do completely improvised sets on loop stations and such, with some keys and vocals, bit of throat singing. I ain't done. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sound rolling. There's got to be something happening, otherwise people will lose interest. People won't want to watch this if there's nothing happening. It needs to be interesting. It needs to have movement. It needs to have the plot being driven. There is no plot here. There is just this aimless setting up of shots. And then wondering what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know. What? There's no story here. This is just a man fucking chatting nonsense. This is just a man chatting nonsense. This is just a man chatting nonsense. I don't even know what this is. What the fuck is any of this? What is fucking anything? The fucking fuck. I've been talking about myself, mostly. The absence of other people in a place on my own when I am at the end of the week tired from doing all the things that I do, I guess. Because I can't shut my mind down. I can just tell it to stop working. I guess then it starts thinking about itself. Myself. This is getting a bit existential. It's like at this stage, it's like I feel I desperately need someone else to be in this. It can't just be me. But why can't it just be me? Am I enough to watch for a feature-length amount of time, aimlessly trying to work out what I'm actually doing, what I'm actually communicating? I have no idea. I don't think I could ever know without first working it out. What am I doing? Where am I going? Why am I going there? there was this improvisation I did after I found out my grandfather had died. I managed to record this one. My computer was already on, so like the setup was ready to go, and I got all of it. I wish you could hear it. I wish you could see the film I've made with my dad. I'm sometimes very scared that Dad will die before I finish it. I've had fucking nightmares about it. It would destroy me, and I then don't know if I'd be able to finish it for sure. He had like a knee operation, and then he had a heart attack and fucking TIA stroke. Scared the fucking shit out of me. Like, I've only just started making stuff with him. If I lost him now, melancholy and woozy.